Well, hi, I'm Cathy Wurzer. I'm with Minnesota Public Radio and Twin Cities Public Television. I'm also the founder of the End in Mind Project, which is a nonprofit based in St. Paul, Minnesota. Welcome, welcome to my broadcast studio, my remote broadcast studio. Yeah, this is it. This is because of the COVID-19 virus. This is a place where I can go live on the air in case we need to, for whatever reason, vacate the downtown St. Paul studios. So welcome to my world. And speaking of the world, obviously, our world has been turned upside down because of this virus, and that's an understatement. And as the founder of a nonprofit like End in Mind, I'm here just to ask you, how are you? How are you doing? What do you need? I was thinking about the incredible upheaval that this virus has caused in such a short period of time. I mean, you may have lost your job, and if you did, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You may be worried about losing your job. Perhaps you're working from home. If you have kids, of course, they're not in school. The stock market is tanked. Maybe you're worried about your elderly parents. You're worried about your own health, perhaps. I mean, there's just a lot of uncertainty because of this virus. There's a lot of anxiety. It's incredibly stressful. And that's why I'm here. I just want to find out how you are. In case you've never heard of End in Mind, we're all about community and connection and conversation. And we're also about trying to help people think about ways that they can live with what's uncomfortable, which would be loss, disease, disability, and death and dying. And we use the end of life as a lens to get you focused on your life right now so you can make the changes you need to in order to live as fully as possible at any stage of your life. And of course, also, we help folks have these difficult end-of-life conversations. We do a lot at End in Mind. So I was thinking, because we are about community, connection, and conversation, let's talk about some of these big life questions that this virus is underscoring for all of us and how we can help each other navigate these really uncharted waters. So I was thinking about stress and how this whole crazy situation is just so stressful. I mean, how stressed do you feel right now? Yeah, I know. And I mean, normally I live my life with stress. That's the nature of being a journalist. But I feel, especially recently, like my neck and my shoulders like have a sheet of steel underneath the skin. I feel like my whole body is so tense, like I'm just kind of like bracing for another impact, and there's been so many just recently. So I was thinking about stress, and you may have seen this Gallup poll that was last year, 2019, and it talked about how it's found that 55% of all Americans experience stress during the day, work-related stress during the day. 55% of us. That's just work-related stress. That's not family stress, that's not relationship stress, that's not financial stress or health stress, that's just work-related stress. So even in the best of times, we're stressed. And then now, we're swimming in a stew of stress. So I was wondering, as the founder of this nonprofit, how can we be helpful? How can we be the connector? How can we be the catalyst for change at a time like this? What little things can we offer you to help? And I got to thinking, and I thought, well, what do I do to deal with my stress? And it might sound funny, but I want to talk about beauty. I seek beauty. I try to seek beauty every day, the beauty that's around me. And beauty means different things to different people. I have a painting in my house that I adore, and I'd like to show you the painting if I could. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, gosh, I love this painting. I love it so much. I love, love, love the vibrant colors. Just look at those colors. Wow, I love that. And I love the texture of this painting. I presume the painter probably laid in those layers with a, I don't know, palette knife or something like that. I love the movement. I love the movement of this painting. I love the movement of the tree, how it kind of hangs. There's kind of a flow to that tree. And I was captivated by it the minute I saw this painting. And it's a pretty large painting. It takes up most of the wall, but I thought, oh, it's a once in a lifetime thing. What the heck? So when I'm stressed, I'll plop on the couch, which is directly in front of this painting, and I will let my eyes wander through the painting. I try to put myself in this painting. I let the colors kind of soak into me, if that makes sense. And, by God, I start to relax. It's pretty amazing. Now, you don't need a painting, obviously, like this. It could be a favorite photograph that you have, perhaps, that you can do the same thing with. It could be a potted orchid. I love orchids. I kill every orchid that I ever have had, but I love orchids, flowers. I mean, you get the drift. You could just kind of try to lose yourself in how that flower looks, how it smells, Give that a try. Rocks, I know this sounds kind of funny, but I have a rock that was given to me by some lovely women. It's a special rock. It's a piece of rose quartz. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Look how pretty that is. This is, I think it glows from the inside because it's rose quartz, and of course rose quartz has special significance. So it's smooth, it's beautiful. It just kind of, it's got this lovely glow to it. So that's one of the things that I also had to touch it too. It just got some great heft in my hand. It could be a rock, a favorite rock that you have, perhaps. Since I live in the world of audio, my whole professional career has been based upon sound to a certain extent. Certain sounds are beautiful to me. If I could show you this for just a minute. This was given to me by a beloved friend. This is a Tibetan singing bowl. Isn't it beautiful? I love that. So just listen to the sound, and maybe you get the drift as to what I mean by a beautiful sound. Mm, mm. That's not just a sound, that's a moment. I love that. That's my Tibetan singing bowl. Sounds, flowers. I mean, you'll know it when you see it. What is beautiful to you, it'll speak to you. And there's, of course, beauty all around us. There's beauty all around us. You just need to keep an eye out. So you're probably thinking, great, so what? So Wurzer's got a painting, she's got a rock, and she's got some tin bowl that she plays. Yeah, whatever. Here's the significance of this. Research has been done, and research shows that when we are shifting our attention to beauty, it short circuits the worry. Okay? So when you make that mental shift, the worry gets canceled out. And when we ruminate and chew on things, that ratchets up the stress in our lives. That affects our health and mental well-being. And of course, the corrosive effects of stress. We all do. We can't seem to short circuit it. So especially now, think about that. And that same research I'm talking about also shows that turning our attention to something beautiful not only reduces the stress, it can increase our resilience. And it increases hope. Yeah, I thought that was interesting, this research. And all of that helps us better deal with challenges. So think about that. Something else I've learned when it comes to focusing on something that's beautiful every day. Beauty elevates us, while it also grounds us. I don't know why that is, but that's true. Think about that. Beauty will elevate and also ground. And that's a beautiful thing. So give it a try. That's just my little suggestion. Give it a try. I mean, we are all walking around in our houses, wondering what's next, when the next shoe's going to drop. We're all just bracing for impact here, right? So I'm just suggesting, just give it a shot. Give it a try. Beauty. Think about beauty. There's still, no matter how crappy things are, there is still beauty in the world. It's true. And you just need to find it and let it speak to you, whatever that is. That's my suggestion. So I can see that you're leaving comments there at the bottom of the screen. I appreciate that. Tell me what you think is beautiful. Where do you find beauty in your life? What speaks to you? Please let me know. And also, let me know what you think of End in Mind. Go to endinmindproject.org. And while you're there, you'll find a couple of podcast episodes. Those were experimental episodes. We have a podcast we're working on. I got to get going on it. It's called Living with the End in Mind. We've got some great guests that are coming up. Obviously, I've gotten a little busy because of the COVID-19 virus situation, but we have a podcast. We also are developing with a series of some great online tools that kind of deal with using art as a doorway to walk through, in a sense, to help get you thinking about some of these difficult life challenges, especially end of life, and how to have conversations. So we're using the arts to do that. We're working on that. We've got some great creative people on that project. And I'm super excited because, well, some of these have been canceled already, but we have a series of special events that we have planned in the future when everything blows over and we can actually have events. We have a series of special events I think you're going to be pretty excited about. I am anyway. So check it out, endinmindproject.org. Let me know what you think. Pass along your ideas and your stories. Super important. We'll talk about, I have a feeling in the next few weeks, we'll start to do some pretty interesting things here on this Facebook Live channel and also on YouTube. Little hints that you can take with you in your daily lives, things that you can pass along to others. So let's just share some ideas. Let's get through this together, okay? We're all about community and connection at End in Mind. I appreciate your time. I want you to take care of yourself, okay? And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.